Welcome back to the PBZ podcast, Perfect Body Zone podcast. We're here today. Charlie, how are you?
Yeah, good. Thank you for having me on.
No problem at all. So I've seen you down the gym, down Boss Gym.
Yeah.
Yourself and your partner. And you've got your own, was it food prep now?
Yes.
How's that going?
It's good. So I launched this the back end of last year.
Yeah.
It's something I've always wanted to do for years, and I've just never got round to it.
Yep.
I had a little girl just over a year ago. My
Yeah,
daughter.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah, so been a mummy, which is lovely. But I needed something that was mine. I needed to find my purpose again. So I thought, well, now's the best time than any. And I launched Protein Kitchen Eastbourne to kind of help people outsource that element of the food and the worrying about the food shopping and the cooking and I think a lot of people now have they have to find a second stream of income.
Yeah.
Because
so much so.
Living is expensive, being alive is expensive, just to exist. It's a
being
joke.
alive, yeah.
And I get that people think, oh, food prep, buying a food made is going to be expensive, whatever. If you think about the time that you put into cooking, shopping, the time away from your family, time is money.
Yes, very much so.
So I thought if I can make it affordable for people to have that done for them, they can spend either doing that on another business or, you know, that was my kind of aim, to help people stay on track.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a good idea. I mean, time is money, and I think a lot of us, we spend a lot of time eating shit and then worrying about, we've ate a lot of shit, we spend a lot of money on shit. And we feel bad because we've eaten shit.
Yeah.
So people are like, no, I can't food prep. Why can't you food prep? Because they feel like it takes more time. You feel like they can't do it because eating healthy takes more money, when eating shit takes more money, and it messes you up really bad.
Yeah.
So doing food prep is one of the best things that I've ever done in my life.
Absolutely.
Getting somebody else to do food prep and buying your meal plans has got to save you a lot of time.
Yeah.
Like, I've got all my meals for the week, I've got all my meals for the month, I don't have to do anything, I just pay this lady and I get it.
Yeah, pretty much exactly that. So I just thought, I've just got to do it, I've got to launch it. So it was kind of a soft launch going into it, and just slowly just put a couple of menus together. Thought we'll start with a 2-week, rotate it, and now we've gone to 3 different menus. So we've got 3. So we're slowly expanding. I say we, my partner, he supports me a lot. So you can't do it unless, especially being a mum, you've got someone to help you, to support and whatever. So that's why I kind of say we, but he doesn't cook.
No,
It's all me. So I did the food hygiene and that course. So, you know, I've got all the credentials. And from going back, I've been training for years out of different gyms in Eastbourne. Currently at Performance Fitness down there now.
Good gym.
Yeah, it's a good gym. Boss Gym, also good. But just, you know, training, eating, it just makes you feel good.
Yeah.
It just makes you feel, you know, you can focus on other things, and if you feel good in yourself. From years of doing that and cooking alongside, I kind of learned what's good, what's not. Competing years ago, I've had that kind of experience. So I just thought I need to cook clean for people. It still needs to taste good. So cooking with everything fresh herbs, you know, everything nice and fresh and clean.
What flavours? So good flavours?
Always. The food has got to taste good. But
so it's not just plain rice and plain broccoli and plain chicken.
It doesn't need to be.
Are you sure? Because, you know, a lot of people I've had on the podcast, and a lot of people I talk to them down the gym, they're always going about, I've got my rice and I've got my chicken. And like, what did you have yesterday? I've got my rice, I've got my chicken. What about the day before? Rice and chicken. Like, you can spice it up, guys.
Yeah, I think people, they kind of default to that because they haven't got to think, what else can I eat? What else can I put in my food? So, you know, people do revert back to just think, I'll just eat simple. And I think that's the answer, but there's so many things you can do with food now. You know, you've got air fryers, you bake stuff, you don't have to fry anything. It's just, there are loads of ways to make food taste really, really nice.
I had one guy, his name was Dom, he's also a bouncer. Did you see him? Not Dom Dorico, the other Dom. He said he used to boil his chicken That is disgusting.
That's something you do for a dog. Like, I love my dog, but if she ever has chicken, it'd be boiled chicken.
Yeah.
I couldn't fathom.
Let's take everything out of that chicken. He used to boil his chicken, and when he'd finished the doors and he'd get in about 4 a.m, he used to sometimes microwave his scrambled eggs.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was like, that's
like
gross.
rubber.
Yeah, that's absolutely gross, bro. How could you do that to your food? So did you get a lot of clientele come to you and be like, I want to save time and money?
Yeah. Especially, I have a lot of mums.
Yeah, nice.
And small children, and I now appreciate how hard that is to find the time when you've got a naggy little one that needs you. So you can cook for them, and then you start picking at their food because you're hungry. But if you've got your own meal prep done, you can think, I'll eat that. So that's a nice thing that for them it's supportive in their home environment and family life. Single guys.
Single guys who can't be bothered to cook, and if it wasn't, it would be Domino's and
can't cook. A lot of them, but I feel because we've kind of gone into it quite slowly, the next phase is to develop more calorie dense meals for guys. I think the meals are a little bit light for the guys at the moment, so
they get to eat double.
If they probably have to. So I'm looking at having like a go large option.
Yeah.
So that's my next thing. So I can help a few more people.
That's a good idea. If you had to give somebody tips on spicing up their broccoli, rice and chicken, what would be your best tip, or your top 3 tips to spice up that rice, broccoli and chicken?
Fresh herbs.
Fresh herbs.
Fresh herbs. Lemon, fresh lemon, things like that. Pepper, black pepper.
Black pepper, yeah, I do like black pepper.
It's simple, but it's it's needed. Also replacing, things like someone will want if they're making a burrito, for example, sour cream, replace it with something like quark, high protein.
Yeah.
Get your protein in where you can. Your overnight oats, using Greek yogurt and, bumping that protein up. So that's, something that I try anywhere I can squeeze it in, hence the name Protein Kitchen.
Yeah,
get that protein in. But also with a good balance of carbs, fats, fibre. You could have your veggies in there, so it's really important.
Sounds nice that you put in a lot of fresh herbs and you're thinking about the nutritional value rather than just here's flavour, here's protein. Yeah,
it's got to be fresh. And that's why. So I cook on a Sunday, and I cook on a Wednesday, so I can do the Sunday prep, deliver Sunday night. Nice. They've got food for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yep.
Wednesday evening, their food arrives again, and they've got food for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, everyone's got to have a day off, Everyone's got to eat a good roast dinner or that Domino's if they want. So that's the kind of aim, is that they stay on track for 6 days, and then they have a day off.
Yeah, Domino's is a bit expensive nowadays.
It's overrated.
Massively.
Controversial, but it is overrated.
Big question: Domino's or Papa John's?
I don't think I've ever had a Papa John's.
See, Pizza Hut never really comes into the equation, but a lot of people pick Domino's every time I ask that.
I'm not a big takeaway girl.
No?
No, never eaten at McDonald's. I know people think that's a bit snobby.
You've never eaten at McDonald's?
No. I was raised very much organic this, fresh this. My mum was,
So what's your views on like dried herbs in the pots that people just sprinkle over?
Good Italian herb mix.
Yeah, I've got the Italian herb,
oregano.
Yeah.
Always for the Italian seasoning. Yeah, a bit of those. I don't really like the garlic, the dried garlic. And you've got to go fresh.
Fresh garlic?
Yeah, the dried one has a taste. I don't like it, so a little bit of fresh garlic. Ginger, fresh ginger. It's always nice too.
Nice. Ginger's one of those superfoods, isn't it? Ginger, turmeric, black pepper and turmeric, because black pepper activates the turmeric.
Yeah.
It's really, really good to see people taking their nutrition seriously.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you get people come to you and say, I just want to eat healthier, how much is it going to cost me for the breakfast, lunch, dinner, or do you just do certain plans?
I have this one client, and he is super busy, earns a fortune, but he doesn't know what to eat, when to eat, and he's like, can you just bring me my food on this day and I will eat it, and then do the same on the Wednesday? And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So I literally just package it up, give it to him, done.
And he just microwave done?
Yeah.
Happy days.
He hasn't even got to think, and he loves it.
So he saves a lot of time, and he's earning a lot more money because his time's more valuable, and he can get back to his work.
He's like, how much is it going to cost me a month? Tell him this is the cost. And he's like, perfect. That's probably what a food shop would cost me anyway. I don't cook, but if I had to spend it, then yeah. So it kind of balances out if you think about the time that would go into it. If you know, an hour of your time food prepping, what would you get paid to do? If you were doing your job or your, you know, your own business, you work out the costs of it, and it's just a no-brainer. So
you've got the flip side to that is a lot of people don't food prep, so they'll be doing an hour a day of cooking those meals. Yeah. And you're talking an hour for dinner, something else for breakfast, something else for maybe lunch. Yeah. And you're saving 3 times a day by getting your food prep done.
I noticed you start food prepping.
See, I've always food prepped. It's just that every now and again I'll have to post it because somebody will say to me, "You eat shit." For that 5 minutes that you see me eat the chocolate bar, I eat shit. But most of the time...
Don't post it hasn't happened.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like when you go to the gym. The gains don't count unless you go to the gym.
And how easy is it?
Unless you go to the socials,
when it's there, to just think, oh, just grab it.
Yeah, like right now I've got 6 pots of just salad, rice, chicken, you got mushrooms, peas, sweet corn, peppers. Yeah, you got it all in there. But again, if I get hungry today, I can have a couple of those. If I get hungry later tomorrow, I can have a couple of those. And it's so simple to do. And it's only little salads.
So simple, so simple. And I think a lot of people are starting to do it. And there's a lot of pages on social media that you can follow that help support you doing that, and I think it's brilliant. I really do. Yeah,
I do suggest it to people all the time, especially when I put it on socials, and somebody will say to me, "Oh, I seen that the other day, that inspired me to do this meal, that inspired me to eat that." Yeah. And again, I think it comes back to that ripple effect. You don't know who you're inspiring with the silly things that you post, or the, you know, the food prep you're putting up, that deadlift you put up, that motivation you put up, and you know, people say, "Oh yeah, I didn't know you food prepped," like you said. That, and it's just that simple post that could help somebody else be like, "Yeah, he did it. I could definitely do it."
That is very true. Very, very true.
If somebody wanted to get more protein into their meals, what would be your best advice?
Oh gosh, you've got to have something that you like. You've got to something that you can eat that's digestible. If you've got, you know, a bland bowl of chicken in the fridge. Someone says, go and eat that chicken. You're just like, oh no. Have a protein shake if that's what, you know, that's going to taste good, or, you know, make some oats up, or even porridge. You know, in the morning, sling in your protein, make it taste nice. And there are so many proteins that taste good now. So many. Yeah,
you were talking about that, was it Farm Away?
Perform Way.
Perform, that's it. I'm reading that wrong. Perform Way, there's so many carrot cake, coconut cream, blue muffin, and you're saying they taste amazing.
They are the protein, the whey that we put into our oats, and they are the best tasting protein brand that I have found.
So you do overnight oats?
Yeah.
And you put in the best tasting protein brand?
There was a lot of taste testing that went on, and this stuff is really good. So I'll make the oats with the, you know, Greek yogurt, the oats, little splash of milk, and get that right consistency. Yeah. Put the protein in, and then add raspberries, blueberries, whatever the flavour is will reflect the filling. Yeah. We'll do like a little topping, so you've got to have something nice in there too. So, you know, if it's a jammy biscuit flavour, we'll put a little bit of sugar-free jam on top. Nice. Teeny little jammy dodger. Just so you've got that something nice to look forward to that's going to inspire you to eat that protein. Yeah. So if you've got to up your protein, you've got to get it in. I mean, women don't realise how much, you know, how important it is to get that in. Yeah. So if you can do it in your oats, do it in your oats.
Do you think more women or men come to you for food prep?
At the moment, it's women. And I think that is due to the calories in the meals that I make. And I was reluctant, do I put the calories on? But I think it's important to have the macros, the breakdown of everything. So on the label it says, you know, your calories, your fats, your protein, your carbs. But people, there's that culture of still the calorie counting.
So much so.
Yeah, and I get it's important if, you know, you're trying to lose weight and you need to be in a deficit, that's great. But for everyday eating, you still need your energy, you still need those calories. Yeah. So try not to get hung up on them too much, and think of your macros, of your proteins and your good fats and things, getting those in there. So balanced meals, I think that's what my ethos is. Yeah, balanced meals to keep you going throughout the day.
So we've had a lot of people come on and they always say the small things matter. A lot of the guests say, just getting in your steps and taking down your one chocolate bar is a massive difference. People think you have to change everything overnight. People think that you have to throw... Yeah, exactly that. I haven't had a takeaway in 3 years or one bit of chocolate past these lips, but I look, 10% better, which is not the case. You just need to go for that extra 500 steps, 1,000 steps, and take away that one chocolate bar at lunchtime.
Small changes, definitely.
Make a big difference.
Yeah, huge. And coming back after pregnancy, having my little one, that was so hard. After being in a gym like most of my life, and then coming back to that, it was very daunting. But I had Dom Dorico, he did me a programme, jumped on board with him, and having that support of someone to just be like, make these small changes, up your steps. If you can get to the gym 3 times a week, great, but you're a mum. If you can't, you just do it twice, but up your steps on the other days, do a little bit of cardio. And honestly, got me right back on track, and best thing I ever did. So
getting a coach,
Get a coach, yeah, and it's an investment into yourself that I think you don't need it forever. It's just a small investment, and it gets you back on track, having that support and teaching you the fundamentals of the up your steps. Don't have that chocolate bar, but you can still have something nice. So replace it with something else. Excuse me. I think that's good. It's good for your mindset.
I think replacements are really, really important thing.
Really important.
People will be like, I can't have chocolate, I can't have this, I can't have nice foods, I can't have sweet tasting, because we all get a sweet tooth now and again. And a big thing for me was, instead of having the tub of Ben and Jerry's, it's the...
Just the tub.
It's the Greek yogurt with protein in.
Absolutely.
And that tastes absolutely lovely. You throw a few nuts in there and a bit of honey, that is beautiful.
A sprinkle of cereal, just something crispy on top.
Yeah, the crispiness is beautiful.
Nice oats or berries on the oats, Yeah,
and it's the same with kind of salad wraps. I've got crispy bacon flavoured bits.
Oh, yeah.
Just to throw in a little sprinkle of them, and it changes the whole wrap. Like
all about flavour.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people lack that. I can't put this on my chicken, I can't put this on my rice, and I can't put this on my broccoli. Just sprinkle a flavour on it. It's going to cost you maybe £1, £2 for picking out a flavour and just sprinkling it on.
It doesn't have to be expensive, does it? It doesn't. And there's a lot of foods that you can go to eat that's still good for you. You don't have to suffer eating the plain stuff. You just,
So what about somebody who says, here's a fine example of excuses over results and excuses all the time just so they don't have to do it. Somebody says to you, I would eat healthier, but it costs too much money to eat healthy, so I eat what I eat.
Think of the cost for Starbucks. How easy is it to turn up to fill up your car? Oh, there's Starbucks next door. Just pop in. $4.80, I think you spend on a Starbucks. Or I spend on the Starbucks if I go, with a little bit of sugar-free syrup in there, and
you got to have caramel,
sugar-free caramel.
It's ridiculous that people will give themselves that excuse. I can't because of the money.
You can.
And then your Starbucks costs you £4, but
toxic traits slipping in right there.
And it costs you £4 for a tub of coffee that you can have at home.
It's just putting those things into perspective and just bringing people's awareness to it, because I think people just automatically just do it. It's just a habit. And a habit, once it creeps in, I think as well, when you're creating new habits and you're doing new things, you've got to learn to be slightly uncomfortable with the situation. Feeling uncomfortable, people... It scares them, it makes them just go back within, but it's good to feel uncomfortable, and I think people need to get used to that sensation and changing, because if you stay in the same habits every day and you're comfortable, you're just going to be the same person every single day. Nothing's going to change. You're still not going to go to the gym, you're still not going to eat right. So if you can just get used to that feeling, I think slowly
break that comfort zone.
Definitely.
I get it a lot. A lot of people message me about, in fact, I need to change this in life, I need to change that in life, with the motivational stuff I do, and it's, well, you need to break that comfort zone, my friend. Like you're pissed off, angry and moaning about your life, yet you're changing nothing in your life. You just need to change, and it could be just the small steps. Read a little bit of a book, watch a bit of a podcast, talk to a better friend.
You can't do that for them. So many people, how many whingers are out there? They whinge and they complain about their lives. It's this, it's that. Life's expensive. I can't afford this. I'm overweight. I'm tired all the time.
But they still choose Netflix, takeaways.
Absolutely.
They'll say no to overtime. And it is every single time you say to them, well, you could do this, but I haven't got time. but you want more money.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do overtime,
Yeah.
but you're worried about your weight. But I need to get the takeaway.
Yeah.
But you want to learn more, you want to earn more. Yeah, but I'm going to watch Netflix tonight.
Yeah.
Like, you come up with the most excuses to do the least amount of work so they can give in to those short-term temptations rather than long-term satisfaction.
Yeah, and sometimes after work you get back and you think, I don't want to go to the gym and just sit down on the sofa and stay there all night. But if you went to the gym for just an hour, not even, there and back, you could just do a quick 40-minute session. The energy that will give you and the shift in your mindset, it will just make you feel happier. And I think until people get into that routine and habit, they don't realise how that will make them feel. So
this is very, very true. And I had Fred from Evil Strength, and he was saying...
He's at Performance, isn't he?
Yeah. Fred and Alex, from Evil Strength. They're lovely guys.
Yeah.
They might be coming down to do a talk at an event I've got at the end of the month.
Nice.
But he was saying he just don't understand it. He's like, you just get on with it. You just do what you've got to do. He gets tired. He gets, fed up. He gets like he doesn't want to do it. He just gets up and does it. And he's sick of people moaning. People just suck the life out of you. And he's like, you don't understand it.
Yeah. And I know that people say excuses or whatever, and there are no excuses. The one excuse that I have now learned is family.
Yeah.
If you've got small kids, it is sometimes impossible if one of them's poorly or, it is sometimes difficult. But then there's other things that you can do. You can put them in a buggy and go for a walk or have a bit of fresh air or, take them out with the dog or just, you still do something. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you can.
You still can do something.
I think, for Fred again, who was talking about you don't need to go to the gym to work out. So somebody says to you, I haven't got time to go to the gym, or, a busy mum, be like, do some squats at home with the baby. Hold the baby, play with the baby, make it a game.
Yeah.
And that's why we got mum fit classes, because we know mums are busy, we know mums, they want to get in shape, but they haven't got the time, and that's why you have mum fit classes. But you could do the same thing on a YouTube at home.
Exactly, it doesn't need to be expensive. YouTube has everything.
Everything.
Everything. You can learn how to do anything on YouTube, so
It's absolutely crazy what you can learn on YouTube, and that's the whole point of excuses. They can't be around nowadays as much because you can learn anything online. I went to college for 3 years, fully qualified carpenter, not the best carpenter, I'm not going to lie. But everything I learnt about media and starting a media company was through YouTube, picking up a camera, filming, you look terrible, stop. Take photos, look terrible, stop. Social media, didn't work, stop. Learn some more. Build a website, it's okay. Build another website. And then just YouTube, learn, trial and error, learn, and build your way up.
Yeah.
It's
like
crazy.
a library.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's absolutely crazy that people can still come up with excuses when their mobile phone can teach them everything and it's in their pocket or in their hand all the time.
Yeah. And I think as well, it helps people's mental health. I think that's it's a word that's used a lot nowadays.
Yes.
Mental health. But going to the gym, working out, it's good for your brain. Eating clean, it's good for your brain. You're not having all those additives. You're not having all of that crap that's going to pull you down and make you feel horrible.
Yeah.
That is just in itself, something that needs to be. I suppose it is highlighted a lot nowadays. Exercise is good for your mental health, but you go to the doctor and you say, I'm struggling with my mental health. Just give you some pills. So.
Overdiagnose everything.
Everything.
The amount of people I talk to, I've got ADHD, I'm on the autism spectrum, and every excuse that they can come up with for being a shitty person.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't understand. 6 years ago, my nan died. People go through shit, man.
It
doesn't mean
it's hard.
Yeah, people go through shit, but we don't have to turn into fucking idiots and hurt each other.
Do something about it and just be kind to yourself and help yourself by exercise, getting fresh air, eating some good food. You get one body, look after it.
Massively, you got to look after it.
Yeah.
So you briefly touched down on the nutritional side of mental health. So, looking after your gut health.
Gut health is hugely important.
But a lot of people don't understand that.
No, your gut is linked to your immune system.
Yep.
So, healthy gut, you're going to be a lot healthier person.
Yeah.
So, that's very, very important.
So what you're saying is if I eat shit, mentally I'll feel shit and think shit.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's not as simple as that.
Yeah.
But it's a contributing factor to your health. It's your gut.
Well, you see a lot of people who, a lot of people who suffer with depression, a lot of people who suffer with many mental health issues, anxieties, you know, people who are just kind of down on life. A lot of them are overweight, a lot of them are in a slump, a lot of them got, you know, fatigue, low energy.
They won't know why. They won't know.
They're eating shit. They're getting takeaways. Eating shit, getting takeaways, usually drinking alcohol, usually taking drugs. And then they'll be like, I just don't know why I feel this way. The substances that you put into your body affects your brain. And I don't think a lot of people understand that.
I don't think they do, but they're also in quite a bad headspace. So to try and pull someone out of that is very difficult. But yeah, if you have meals ready there for you, it's one less thing to think about and worry about. So already you're taking that weight off your shoulders by having something there. And if, you know, you think that's not an affordable option for you, follow a page on social media and learn how to do it yourself.
It's that simple,
and it's a distraction to take away from my life's really rubbish and blah, blah, blah. You're actually focusing on something, so put your energy somewhere, put it somewhere, focus on it. You know, small steps. Small steps
make big changes.
Big changes.
It's so important that people eat for their mental health rather than just eating to lose weight or eating because they want to eat and make sure they look like they're doing good. I think a lot of people don't realise that drugs will obviously give you the depressive side. They'll bring you down. We know that they've got a dip after you take drugs. Alcohol, again, is a depressant. We know after a drink, a lot of people feel down, so they drink again or they take drugs again. A lot of people don't realise is when you have a load of sugar, you get that spike. You get those endorphins. You're like, I feel great. It's, you know, it is not like taking drugs, drinking, having sex, smoking. A lot of these things give you those boosts of happiness, those happy chemicals. Yes, I had a lovely big fat chocolate bar. Again, you're going to get that dip, and then you're going to want it again.
I've got two stepsons, and one is 6, one is 8. Second they have a little bit of sugar, you literally can witness them just turn into this energy ball, and they're bouncing off the walls, and then they come down right in front of your eyes, and they just crash. It's in front of your face, and you're watching it happen. That happens to us too.
As adults,
to us too. There's
so many times, you know, and a lot of people, especially when people get into new relationships, they start eating a little bit shit. They have a couple of takeaways. They have their chilled out nights. And then next thing you know, you're both looking at each other and you're like, well, how did we get this, babe? Oh, I don't know how we got that. And it's that comfort zone. You both ate a little bit shit together. You both got a bit chunky together. And it is back to that comfort zone. And you've got low energy and you're like, all right, now we need to do something about that. And a lot of people
do, You see a lot of couples now in the gyms training together.
Which is nice.
Really nice. I love that. It's like a date night, but for a couple.
Couples that train together remain together. Is that one?
No, that's how we met. Me and my other half in the gym.
Yeah. Nice.
It used to be our thing. Just going to the gym is a bit of a date night. So
I seen a statistic one time, and it was talking about, I don't know what book it was in, but it was talking about the best place to meet somebody is in the gym, because they might look bad, but they feel their best. Because they feel good from the endorphins, and they feel good because they're working out, and they feel good because they're doing things. So when they're looking around and somebody's smiling at them and they're smiling at other people, you're both feeling one of your bests. Even though you might not look the best. But depends how much you're training in the gym. If you're a really sweaty mess and you've got it dripping down your face, I don't know,
some girls could be into that.
Well, for geezers, all right, but, you know, there's a lot of women that go gym, full makeup, a couple of videos and they're out, but then dudes do that as well now. It's ridiculous how many people are down there posing.
It is shocking.
I mean, I'm going to stop it, but it's
you need to stop it. I mean,
a bit. It's when I get outside, I'll go to the gym, take a picture, I'll be like, I'll just pretend I've done it today, I'm going home.
We know your secret now.
Everybody's like, oh, Fats, you went to the gym? Yeah, I did. You didn't post it on socials? I'll use one of the old pictures, it's good.
No, I think it's important to have, you know, if you have a relationship and you can do something together like the gym, it's lovely. But also single people, they go, and it can be quite a lonely place. People can find it daunting and scary, but I think in the gym you probably meet a lot of the friendliest people, and those that are scared to ask for help, so no one's going to help me, ask someone, because someone that knows their craft in the gym is very happy to teach someone else and show them, you know, their years of using a lat pull down. Just do it, tweak this or use this, and they'll love to help other people. And I think people need to realise that the gym is a nice, friendly place.
It's not that daunting.
It's not. It really isn't. It's lovely. And I have met some lovely friends and you think of how long you've been in gyms in Eastbourne and the faces that you see. You don't always speak to them. You know them. You'll be friends on social media. You don't even have to talk. But you know that person. You've known them for, 10 years?
Yeah.
Just from going to the gym. And it's a friendly face. It's someone that you know. Sometimes you'll go and you wear a hat and your headphones and think, I don't want to talk to a soul. Other times you'll go and you have a good chat. And I think it's surrounding yourself with people that are going to bring you up.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. I think the gym environment is like that.
Always,
and a lot of people got their gym anxiety. I can't go to the gym. People will be looking at me. I can't go to the gym. And a lot of people who don't go to the gym won't go to the gym because they feel like when they go to the gym, it will be that person who'll be judging them. It'll be that person who's big, that big guy who's been down there for years and he's big, strong. They don't realise he started the same way they did. But I don't want to be down there. That's full of meatheads. I don't want to be down there. They're going to look at me. They're going to judge me because I'm fat.
No one's looking at you in the gym. No one cares. They're too busy posing looking at themselves.
Exactly that. Exactly that. A lot of people, everybody's on their own journey.
Yeah, they
but
are.
I've never once been to the gym in all the years that I've been doing. I've never once been to the gym and thought, oh, fucking hell, they're really picking on that person over there. Yeah. Oh, look at them all. They're all judging that person over there.
No
if anything in the gym, no one cares. Like you said, everybody's got their own issues. Everybody's got their own mental health problems. Yeah. Everybody's got their own goals. Everybody's looking at themselves in the mirror or they're training on themselves. And they've got the same anxieties as you, but you just need to get in there and do it.
Yeah, and you can make friends. You definitely can. The staff in the gyms are lovely and just have a chat with people, try and put yourself out there a bit if that's what you're going there for. Some people might not want to talk to anybody, might go to the gym just to get something done because it makes them feel good. And that's okay. If
somebody's watching this now or listening and they was like, I'm scared to go to the gym, I think a lot more women get more scared to go to the gym than men.
Yeah, definitely.
So if they was watching it and it's like, I'm scared to go to the gym, I think there's big meatheads in there, they're all going to judge me. I think everybody's going to judge me. Everybody's going to think I'm fat. Everybody thinks I don't know what I'm doing. What would you be advice to somebody with that gym anxiety?
I think a lot of them, they default to saying, I'll go with a friend. I'll try and persuade my friend to go along. Yeah, and that's a good thing to do. Take someone with you or take a family member with you, sister or something. I think as well, some people go with their parents. Yeah. That's a new thing I've noticed, which is really lovely. But no, I think if you're stepping into a gym and you're on your own, speak to the staff, tell them, just be open. Be like, I've never been in a gym in my life. I'm feeling very overwhelmed and really anxious. Can you just show me around a bit, or get a PT session. Book a PT session, and you will soon start to feel confident. I think it's as well going in not having a plan. If you don't know your way around a gym, so you go into a new gym, what's the first thing you do? You go onto a bit of cardio equipment and you'll walk for ages and you'll just suss out. Yeah,
feel that comfort.
Where is everything? What's going on? And you just get that, feel the environment. Which is it's a good thing to do to start feeling comfortable in that space.
Very true, yeah.
But speak to somebody at the gym, tell them, I'm nervous, I don't really know what I'm doing, and they will be more than happy to help you. And they'll probably show you around and say, oh, that's so-and-so. He's been here for years. Yeah. That's so-and-so. He's been here for years. And people probably start speaking to you. Hello. As well, changing rooms. People always talk to you in the changing rooms. Start having a chat. Yeah, literally. Women, I don't know what it's like in the blokes' changing rooms, but women, they normally have a little chat.
Yeah. There's been a few times, like when I used to go to Fitness First. You're very busy. Yeah.
Back in the day. Yeah. Great gym.
Yeah, but you'd just be there and then some geezers just slung out and yeah, you all right, mate? And, it's usually the older geezer and he's like, yeah, you having a good day? You're like, yeah, good day, mate, yeah. And you try not to look at
not shy.
But you're trying to keep the eye contact. You're like, yeah. And he's just standing there willy-nilly. Yeah, I got a good session today. I'm like, fucking hell, don't look at it. And it happens.
Amazing.
But it's nice. People are accepting. People are friendly.
People are, and I think it's just admitting to, people that you are feeling that way and just try and be, if you can act confident, even if you're pretending, goes a long way, because all of a sudden you start to feel, how you hold yourself, how you talk. Just try and give yourself a little bit of gumption before you go and a little pep talk. Yeah, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I like the idea that you just said to get a coach or, a PT.
Yeah.
Even if you do it for the first month, You know, you might not need it long term, but get it for a couple of weeks, first month. That might give you the confidence and meeting people. That will keep you going as well.
Yeah, definitely. And the PTs now, like the online coaches, a lot of them, they know the insides of the gyms. They'll give you video footage of where stuff is. Dom did it for me. It was brilliant. So you know what machine to go to. You know how many reps to do. There'll be a video explaining how to use that piece of equipment. So if you go into a gym and you have a plan on your phone and an app, and you can click on, I'm using a leg press. I've never used a leg press before. How do I do it? What weight do I do? It's literally on your phone on a video to explain how to use it. And again, that just gives you that confidence and that boost to just get on with it.
That's good. That's a good idea.
Rather than going on your phone, scrolling social media and just not really having a clue and feeling very lost and overwhelmed. And there's nothing worse than that feeling. So having someone to support you, give you a plan, I think just prepare. Just try and prepare. I think that's the best way.
I definitely agree. You got to be prepared. And a lot of people do go into gym like, I don't know how to use that. I don't know what to do with that. YouTube. Just YouTube before you go there.
Absolutely.
If you haven't got a
Again,
PT,
YouTube. If you don't have a coach, YouTube.
Yeah, that's how I started out. I had a couple of dumbbells at home and I just YouTube how to do a workout with dumbbells. I mean, I've got to say for the first 3 to 6 months, it was just biceps. Biceps in front of me were like, arms and chest, forget the rest, we good. But yeah, you know, YouTube would help or a coach.
Yeah, definitely.
So what about people who haven't got the drive to go to the gym? You know, what would be your advice for somebody who just feels really shitty about themselves? Not so much confidence, it's just that they're just down in life. A lot of people, you know, suffer with their negative thoughts.
Yeah, definitely. It's about putting the information in front of you that's going to change that mindset. So a lot of personal development. There's a lot of content and material out there. There's books you can read. There's podcasts that you can listen to. But just to change your mindset, I think people need to do a lot of work on themselves. It's something I've certainly done in the past. It's helped me.
So important.
I think I'm quite entrepreneurial, always have been. I don't like working for people. It just doesn't work for me. So I've always, you know, hustled and, you know, finding little businesses or worked for myself. But a big part of finding that drive and helping you to support you on that journey is your positive mindset. And putting the work into you is the most important investment that you can make in your life. So reading a book that's gonna change the way you think, or just opening your mind to the possibilities of what you can actually do and the difference that you can make to your life by, you know, the way that you think, the things that you do. And all of a sudden, if you can change that, you will feel so motivated. You will just get up and go every day. Go every day. But yeah, if you're feeling down and you're in that horrible place, it's very, very difficult. But just read a book, listen to something, positive stuff. And I know there's a lot of that positive, it kind of is a bit of like a toxic culture online, these positive quotes and this and that, but it's not, it's a mindset, and you've got to educate your brain and the way that you think to help you shift that place where you're at. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely agree. You've got to get the goodness in there.
So you just educate, just fill it with everything that is good, and find your why, find your purpose in life.
A why,
That's a big one. What's your reason? It could be your kids. It could be simply, you know, money. I want money. I want a better life. I want to improve, you know, where I live, or small things, small steps of, you know, what you can do to make big changes. And, you know, you can do it. It might be, I want that car.
A why is very, very important, you know.
Find that why, and your motivation will come.
Over the years doing the motivational stuff that I've done, a lot of guys reach out to me. A lot of them, they're either suicidal, they're depressive, or substance abuse. These are the main 3 things that I get from a lot of guys. And I always have to say to them, you know, what's your why? Like, do you have kids? They'll be like, yeah. I'm like, that's your why, bro. Like, you want to survive for your kids? Do you really want to, you know, you got kids, bro. Like, you can live the life that you want to live. That's your why. Every time you feel bad, look at your why. Change that.
I think as well, a big why for people that they don't actually realise is time.
We're all running out of it.
You think how busy your life is. Like, blink and it's, you know, 6 months has gone. It's summer already. Well,
it was only Christmas the other day, and now we're getting to the end of January.
Exactly. So I think time for a lot of people is their why, and they don't really realise, because they're racing through life. They're doing that 9 to 5. They're getting home. They're feeding the kids. Before you know it, they're knackered. They're going to bed. They're getting up, and it's just people then start living for the weekend.
Yeah.
And then they fill their weekend with, I don't know, trash, spending money.
So I see it so often, working the doors, I see it all the time.
Yeah.
People would speed past their weekends, like, I hate work. I hate Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
So out of the 7 days, you hate 5. It's absolutely crazy. How can you hate that? You know, and out of your whole year?
You're working to then retire
Yeah.
when you're too old to enjoy anything.
Yeah, you need to start enjoying the time now.
So it's creating that time. So if that's your why, then, you know, a lot of people now, I think, are finding that, like I mentioned earlier, that second stream of income.
Yeah.
To try and
have to,
which is a really hard sacrifice to make, because it will take up your evenings, your time.
More time, yeah.
If you want something, if you want it bad enough, you'll work now. You'll work your arse off for a couple of years. Like, I'm a massive perfectionist.
Yeah.
Huge. And but you'll work your arse off. But then after 2 years, you've achieved that, and you're thinking, wow. That just, okay, cool. And now
hard work pays off.
You can then start allowing yourself to enjoy and have those holidays and have those times and those special moments with your kids. And I think that's so, so important, that, people working the boring, dead-end jobs have nothing to look forward to. And you can change that. People can change it. You've just got to shift your mindset and fight. Just fight and keep going.
Just that first step in a new direction to change that whole life.
Yeah. So just do things that make you feel good and motivate you to just get up and,
I love that. I love that.
One life.
It's so true. You just got a little bit. And that brings me back to a thing that I seen many years ago. I've seen the same video twice, and it's usually a glass of dirty water. And it comes back to feeding your mindset. If you've got negative thoughts, negative friends, negative influences, you're filling it with drugs and drinks and just living for the weekend. What you're doing is, with your dirty glass of water, you're putting more dirt into it. You know, your friends giving you negative thoughts, that's more dirt. You know, you're going out the weekend, getting on it, that's more dirt. And you can't think clearly. You're never going to have clarity. You're never going to be able to do better. But you read that book, that's a bit of clear water. You read, you go to that gym, that's a bit of clear water. And after a certain amount of time, the good stuff that you've put into your body then gives you clarity, because your dirty mind in a negative space becomes clear.
100%.
And I thought that was an amazing way of looking at it.
Yeah, really good. And as well, if people that say, I don't have time to listen to or read a book, or that, listen to a podcast when you're in the gym, when you're training. I know people think, listen to music, so it'll get me in the mood. Yeah, cool, but, if you're on the treadmill for 10 minutes, listen to
10 minutes of goodness.
Yeah, absolutely. And I spent a lot of time doing that, and I strongly believe that's what's got me to today. I feel like I've had successes with certain things and businesses over the years, and even my other half, he's the same. And having a supportive partner just on the same wavelength as you, so you can keep pushing each other, and
that's very important.
Someone will be up, someone will be down, and it will swap. And as long as you can support and keep pushing and driving through life, you will succeed in anything you want to do. The possibilities are endless.
Definitely agree with that. You've got to have a good team around you, good influences around you, and if you've got a good partner, that's the best thing you can have.
It is, definitely. It's very, very important.
So just wrapping up, where can people find you?
So I'm only on Instagram.
Only on Instagram?
Yeah, that's just how I've done it. So it's Protein Kitchen Eastbourne. I'm sure you'll share a little link or something.
Yeah, we definitely have all the links in these.
Yeah. I mean, it's there's so many other things that I want to do and grow it to different levels. Watch this space.
Lovely. Thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
All right, guys, we're out. Peace.